And this is Oxygen Not Included, the Outbreak upgrade in which everyone gets germs. Now, I already have a save, but we're actually going to start a new game. We're going to start a perfectly bog-standard game. This is a survival strategy game by Klei, the people who brought you Don't Starve and Invisible Ink. So it's already got quite the pedigree. And thankfully the game does not in fact stop when I Alt-Tab, so I will be able to check the chat. And yes, with that delightful intro image, we get a good idea of what's awaiting us. Oh yes. Oh, personal boundaries, very important, yep. It should also be noted that the game's ideal oxygen is not our ideal oxygen, but we'll be getting into that. First, we have to pick 3 survivors, and honestly, this isn't actually bad. She can't do medicine. She's very bad at athletics, which means we probably shouldn't let her run the treadmills. Can and will... Right, well, we'll shuffle you out. Shuffle you out. No, we... God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, cannot cook. That's good. Yes, okay. There are many things to already look at. We have various stats. We have a decor expectation. Thankfully, 2 of our duplicants, for that is their name, do not worry about how pretty their area is. This guy, on the other hand, does. And he will dangerously overeat. She will dangerously overeat. And she will wreck shit when she is unhappy. But she's germ resistant. So, good on her. Okay, let's find a good name. Yes! The Galactic Cesspool. That sounds perfect. Okay. Oh no! Our crew of duplicants has no idea what's going on. That's a good start. Either way, we have a lot to take in right now. We have lots of different kinds of rocks. We have oxygen levels, as we can see. The plants have fairly good oxygen levels. This area has fairly good oxygen levels, and if we look carefully, we might be able to find... There it is! Oxylite. Oxylite creates oxygen for a limited period. So that's our beginner's level buffer. Now I'd imagine what I want to do, I want to start digging. Yeah, that should do it. And we also want to be building a ladder as soon as we humanly can. And toilets. Toilets are very important because this game does have pooping. And indeed, the side effects of pooping on air, it's actually kind of horrifying. But there we go. So you can see that, as with any other survival game, there are resources, and we can hopefully get them. Well, we can't get those yet, but either way, we will have some plumbing. We will have a liquid bottler, which will get bottles. We will not have an outhouse yet. We will actually go dig this way. and start building our poop hole. But we also need to start building a ladder up here. Actually, we will cancel those, and we will build the ladder here. There we go. So we can eventually build an airlock, is what I'm going for here. There we go. Okay, lots of sandstone. We'll also be able to... we're not going to build beds yet, for reasons that will become clear. But a storage compactor would be very nice. And do you know what else would be nice? What else would be nice would be a lovely little wash basin. Yeah, let's build it here on the way to the shitter. So you can see there's a lot of cool animations. We are literally just firing junk to build our stuff, and that is quite cool. The ox are like bubbles. And we can in fact fill our wash basin. As noted, the colony does require toilets. And this is a creature. We will want to murder the hell out of it. Hopefully before it murders the hell out of us. And unfortunately, we kind of trapped ourselves, and these idiots are going to kind of screw themselves if they don't... There we go. Yeah, air travels. There's a lot of fluid dynamics, fluid simulation going on here. In fact, if we watch, we can see the good air slowly thinning its way into the breathable areas, and we can see our characters holding their breath. Now, unfortunately, I already know what will happen here once we break through. Because carbon dioxide and other not very breathable things travel downwards. So that's going to be a thing that happens. Nonetheless, let us uproot this bristle briar. We can actually hopefully watch. Yeah, there we go. The oxygen is slowly dripping downwards. Now, you'd think this would be a problem, but thankfully plants do not need oxygen. And speaking of plumbing, let us get ourselves an outhouse, and let us also start building ourselves some beds. This is going to be kind of important. We've also got a printing pod, so we will get more colonists, just not yet. There's also harvesting. We can basically say, yes, we want all of these plants to be harvested at some point or another. There we go. How's the oxygen in here? It's not terrible. We can probably, like, maybe sleep in here. Regardless of whether it's a good idea, we're going to do it anyway. And the beds, by the way, are made of sandstone. I'm sure that's very comfortable. Yeah, see, there's the bad air slowly seeping. Everything thinning out. But we got beds before this dark section will hit the top and everyone will sleep. We also have some consumable ores. And if we are willing, we can actually we should have put the well, never mind. Let us just... we do not have any raw metal, so let us dig some out. Hopefully without thinning our air out further. Oh, and there's some copper there, so we can probably dig that out too. Colony requires a food source. Well, we've sort of got a food source. And apparently we can't destroy those yet, so that's fine. What skill increase do we have? Everyone's getting a little more athletic. That's good. Yes! It is delightfully euphemistic. The actual animation is something to behold. By the way, we also have different kinds of unbreathable gas. Here is some chlorine. Here is some hydrogen. We will actually be able to use some of that later on. But as you can see, people are holding their breath every now and again. Come on, guys. We need you to poop. Oh, and storing everything. Storing everything is good. That'll waste some time. And then they will be sleeping in the sort of breathable air. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna starve. Oxygen deprivation. There's also these wee creatures that only come out at night. They occasionally eat resources, and then they poop coal. Light wounds, tired. So nobody's having trouble breathing yet. This is good. But yeah, these adorable little hatches, if they see something, they will eat it, and then they will poop coal. Occasionally. They don't seem to be doing it tonight. How do we get more air? That's a very good question. In fact, if we look in... no, not cultivatable soil... not edible. Right. We haven't actually done this yet. So we need some algae. Of which, thankfully, there is a fair amount. In fact, if we bosh our way here, cancel this job, and this job. Because even though oxalite will continue to oxygenate when it's been mined, I'm just lazy. Anyway, there's a couple of ways we can do it. We could have built a research station. In fact, that's probably a good idea at some point, but there we go. We'll work it out. Yeah, let's build it here. And then we'll have an algae deoxidizer. And then we'll build some wires between this big old hamster wheel, what we're building. Oh, wait a minute. If they're eating. If they're eating. Well. Ah, what delightful sounds of mastication. It is very cute. All the animations are quite cute. Even the one I've been wanting to show you, but they haven't done yet. Hopefully their digestion will help us here. Oh, she's so grimy. Why is she still grimy? God damn it, Bubbles. Now, funnily enough, we have an immune system meter. And the highest stress meter. Thankfully, nobody's stressed yet. Anyway. So, hopefully someone with athletics will get in. There we go! And that is the first method of creating oxygen. We get some algae, and we pull the oxygen out of it. With this machine here. There we go. So, one of the other overlays we want is decor. Yeah, as you can see, this area is okay, this area is okay, the pooper is not. So we maybe need to have a plant. A nice plant. Just to be pretty. Okay. We have a briar seed, so we will plant a briar in that. Oh man, she is so... Wow. Either way, you can actually sort of see the air being generated and pushed away. This isn't getting rid of the bad air, it's just pushing it back. And that too is important. This is why we probably want to get some research sorted out pretty quick. Now, we're okay with water. Water's fine. Everyone is so tired. Yeah, we need a research station somewhere. I guess here'll do. And here is where it gets kind of... Yeah, everything is currently powered by people. So, and once they get on those hamster wheels, unless you cancel the job, they will just be on that hamster wheel forever. All day. Well, unless they need poop. Or eat, or sleep. But yeah, it's a high priority task. and soon we will be able. We can also check various methods, see what we are willing to eat, and we can turn on research now. Let us get some basic farming, because an algae terrarium is pretty good. We will want to get rid of, you know, like, our dirt. Interesting, they have actually visited. But we just didn't notice. Okay, let's, up the speed a bit. And a bit more. Unfortunately, speed changing is only just up, 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 back. But, colony-wide emergency state. We do not need to have a red alert at the present time. We're generating a fair amount of oxygen, except over there. He's kind of, sort of holding his breath every now and again. So he's not getting properly oxygen deprived, but you can actually see the air change in the background here. Oh, he's just delivering stuff. Or wait. Is he? Oh, he is. Never mind. I find it actually quite interesting. You can see the gas effects in the background. That's a lovely touch. And of course, it looks trippy as hell. It's like fluid dynamics, baby. But it's nighttime, and the little git has eaten some of our algae. By the way, this sleeping noise may seem familiar to anyone who has played Don't Starve. And yeah, there are indeed CO2 scrubbers. That's exactly what we're working towards. CO2 scrubbing with nature. Don't eat all of it, you little git. Or at least poop some coal out for us. I don't know, this stream has been remarkably free. Oh! No, that's copper ore, that's not coal. Oh, you cheeky little... Yeah, there we go. Finally you did it. Oh, wait. There we go. There we go. Okay. Animation time. Now, if they ignore basic needs, then, yeah, bad things will happen. We don't want that, so Bubbles, replace Nisbet. No, no. Yeah, very good. Thank you. As you can see, needs can be a little bit disruptive of your day. Now, what happens when this runs out of visits? Well, it's going to produce an item of corrupted dirt, which we can turn into fertilizer, but it's definitely going to create a lot of methane. Indeed, if we look... No, that's just carbon dioxide. But yes, methane is bad, and that is one of the reasons I've left this 2-tile thing here. So we can eventually build a manual airlock. As you can see, yeah, we don't want to get food poison, so we're disinfecting various things. And also... yeah, let's just generate some oxygen, why the hell not? Do we have a fancy place? Total decor 8. Well, it's not quite as fancy as it could be, is it? Nonetheless. When they're not doing anything else... Oh, wait! Halfway through this day, we are... going to get the next part of the game. And part of the reason why expanding is a really good idea when you're ready for it. Key point there, when you're ready to expand. Because right now, we consume a hell of a lot more oxygen than we're actually using, creating. And obviously this is very bad. Okay. By the way, there's a ridiculous level of zoom in this game, which I'm very happy for. And we can already see, a wide area. Lots of water, a couple of extra plants. Even some stranger liquids, I think. Because there is corrupted water, there are even more exotic fluids elsewhere. And, yeah. Come on. 0.2 cycles. I mean, there we go. I know, there's no air there, but work harder. That's my only answer to it, work harder. Could actually excavate some algae later. But in just about a minute, we will get another duplicant. Yay! But also no, because we will be consuming increased levels of oxygen. And of course, we only get a choice from a small pool. So if they are all anemic or you know, like narcoleptic. If they are all narcoleptic, then we are kind of screwed. And we will be stuck with a narcoleptic man. Luckily, the research is also almost complete, so we almost have planters. So let us grow plants. The compost farm, which is why our plant area is going to rapidly become unbreathable. And an algae terrarium, which is why our home is not. Here we go! Printing pod. Let us choose a duplicate. Early bird. +2 bonuses. Moves as quickly underwater as they do on land. That could be kind of useful. Oh, hello. What's this? Ugly Crier. I haven't seen this one. It won't be pretty. But he's a slow learner. Oh, I don't know. Can eat anything. A chef who can eat anything. Yeah, a chef who can... I think that's a good fit. And of course he is super chuffed to be picked for this quest of death. New friend! Right, you immediately get to work. God damn it, you scum. There we go, research complete. We now have new buildings. And we're going to build them. Oh my god, we are going to build them. Right, it would probably be a good idea to build the algae terrariums there. Just saying. And probably one here. Now we're going to need both algae and water. We're also going to need another cart, which this guy is going to have to get his work done. But once an algae plant has been made, then we're actually pretty fine. Yeah, we still need, like, some algae. Which we were mining. We were going to mine, you know. In fact, let's do that. But first, once we've gotten to a certain point, we're going to want to build a manual airlock and lock them in with the bad air. Yes. Come on, Max, my boy. Also, disable for now. Bubbles. Bubbles. It's not on. Oh. I forgot. If you don't build them just right with a switch, then that happens, and... Oh, yeah. If you don't have a cot, then they will just sleep on the floor. They won't be happy about it, but, you know, they're not here to be happy. In fact, there is a, hey Hellman, there is, in fact, a trait where someone can be a loud sleeper. and they will screw everyone else's sleep up. And on top of that, if there are any night beasties, they will attract night beasties to themselves. So, good job, loud sleepers. Now, we will want to build a compost heap, eventually. And as I've noted, every 3 days, I think, there is a new person. Yeah, can we... Yeah, if you don't set a switch on these, then apparently they're gonna take your labor away from you. Oops. Indeed, I would do exactly that. And there we go. Hot tactical pooping. Okay, manual airlock. And of course, everyone wants to eat. Our food is not refrigerated. We do not yet have refrigeration. But we'll get there. How many visits left? 7. So about 2 days. Well, we'll let them take their time with that. Anyway, airlocks, they take a long time to construct. Be aware of this. Really, Devon? Really? Anyway, Max is the only one who's stressed right now. Why is Max stressed? Let's take a look. Oh yeah, I forgot. He doesn't like athletics. So, right. Are you built? Yes, you are. Very good. Okay, so now the bad air will be drawn in and oxygen will come out of these algae. It won't be terribly noticeable yet. But it will eventually get noted. Anyway, we'll want lots of algae. And we'll also, I guess, want to build the manual airlock here. And another one in there, I reckon. We can't get through without consuming some oxalite. So, sod it, let's consume that oxalite. And then, I suppose we'll get on to research. Yeah, they just shoot random tat to build things, and it's beautiful. It is very Klei. Yeah, for those just popping in, this is by Klei Entertainment, who brought us Don't Starve and Invisible Ink. And goddamn, it's charming. Oh! Oh, 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 oh. We woke up a hatch. Luckily, he is pretty forgiving. There we go, he's found a new place to hide. God bless him. So, yeah, we're going to build a manual airlock here. Because this is where I plan to put the compost heap. And breathing? What's that? You don't need to breathe. Although, that is very nice. We might want to build a ladder down there. Yeah. Because that area is breathable. And that'll help, because basically what we're doing when we're expanding, we're not consuming air or creating air, we're just thinning it out. Like I said, there is basically fluid dynamics going on in the background here. And yeah, the hatch is a little poopy cutie. Okay. Refinement. Yes. There we go. So now they will actually end up cleaning the toilet eventually. By the way, we will want more than one toilet. Plumbing. The reason we will want more than one toilet will become clear very, very quickly. Just like the manual airlocks, cleaning the toilet after like 15 people have gone through it without cleaning it. Yeah, that's pretty bad. At the moment, though, I'm mainly waiting for expansion. Now, one side note, you'll notice there's less oxalite than there was before. This is because oxalite consumes itself by producing oxygen. And once it's gone, it becomes bog standard stone, falls to the ground, and stops producing oxygen. So we do not have unlimited time here. In fact, quite the opposite. Now, I'm just trying to think where to go next. We will definitely want some liquid piping so we can is it liquid piping or gas piping? Gas valve controls the gas volume permitted through pipes. Control recognize airlock. Thermoregulator. Well, we're not really worried about that, are we? Water purifier uses sand to filter polluted water. We're not worried about that yet. Converts slime into algae. That would not be bad. But a liquid pipe wouldn't be bad either. So let's get some research on the go. Good old Max. Still holding your breath. I mean, we are slowly getting rid of that carbon dioxide, but it is slowly. Oh, right, not cleaning things up. Let's build another storage compactor then. And we actually have some seeds, so we might as well eventually build a planter. Yeah. Here we go. We're gonna get a load of coal. By the way, the absolute basic power generation will be a coal generator. So obviously you don't want that where you're breathing. You know, people can hold their breath while fixing it. It's fine. And also very interesting how we got water pockets here and air pockets even. Oh, there's some polluted water. There we go. And a steam geyser. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I think I want to maybe work towards that, because if we look here, it's okay-ish, but it's gonna get colder. Now, so far beyond the fact that I forgot to put switches on the manual generators, nothing has actually gone wrong. I'm kind of impressed with this. Max is still kind of stressed. What is his... He doesn't really... Oh, right. Yeah, sometimes they'll just eat the food right off the goddamn place. Anyway, food stuff. We want grows a single plant when sown with seed. There we go, 2 planters, that will do it. We do not yet have fertilizer, but that's okay. Only 5 more visits. Four more visits. Oh, good job, idiot. I had wondered. You know what? Just for that. Just for that, Sonny Jim. Yeah, so meal lice are kind of nice. The air is definitely improving in here. Yeah, I think we're doing alright. Yeah, she really does. I don't know if she's, if Nisbet is, I forget what her things are. Germ resistant, destructive, squeamish. No. And you like carry everything. Right. This time, don't drop the water in the water, asshole. Yeah, eventually we're going to need to find new water sources. But that's okay, we've got quite a few, and different materials like abyssalite. That certainly doesn't sound like it's going to be Dwarf Fortress fun. And yeah, we got like mealwoods. Let's plant a mealwood. Plant a mealwood. And start thinking about the future. And also slime. And gazers. I wouldn't mind digging my way up to that gazer, actually. Gazer. I mean, with geezer, I'm just thinking, geezer! Okay, let's build 2 up here. 1, 2. There we go. That should about do it. Just thinking for the future. And wow, they really do still need to hold their breath. Oh, those poor guys. Yeah, for all the oxygen generation. Oh yeah, the oxygen generation isn't working in here, is it? Because the manual airlock. I forgot about that. Oops. To directly quote from Pit People. Oops. Butterfingers. Ah, that is such an odd game. And at the same time, a grindy, simple, like, beat-em-up type dealio. But there we go. Yeah, that's right. Tidy up this shit, you bastard. Ah. Somebody bringing the decor level down. Oh yeah, I forgot. Most of these guys don't actually care about the decor. Come on, Max, hold your breath. Research harder. Wow, really? Having a planter reduces the decor? Well, if you say so. My little nigh airless communist utopia. Where everyone has to work together or they're going to die. Yeah, I think we need a few more algae terrariums. Just a few. Right. How long have we been going? We have been going for almost an hour. That ain't bad. I think what we'll do is we'll have one more night. We'll save this. Frankly, somewhat better than my first, second, and third attempts. Because unfortunately, the game does not tutorialize terribly well. I mean, it's in early access. It's getting there, so it's fine. But Yeah, I think we'll have one more day, and then we'll call it for the night. And hopefully, we shall get something done, be that slime, which, by the way, has shitloads of germs, and corrupts water, and, yeah. Yeah, slime. Motherfucking slime. Well, so far so good. We've got coal. Oh, he's gonna eat a meal lice now. No? Not. No? What did you read? I think that was a seed of some sort. But. Yay, new day. Yeah, see? See? Oh, yeah, soggy feet, makes you cold, stresses you out. Right, you guys actually, no, you're actually having okay times breathing. You're still not generating enough oxygen, but, that's fine. Max, you became more athletic. Oh no, tinkering. Interesting. Oh, we down the nutrient bars there. Yeah, we want to fix that. Job interrupted. Need to go to the toilet. Bad. Well, at least everyone's washing their hands. God bless them. Keeping our immune system just fine. That would mean we got 2 bottles of water up there somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Wasteful? Let me see if I can, Of course. So what we need to do here is we need to build a tile. We need to cut a bit of the world out. Hopefully that dirt won't fall down. If it does, we'll have a pot smashing on somebody's head, and we'll be doing science. And yeah. Cleaning out the outhouse is a big-ass job. And it's not a job that anyone really wants. Okay, research done. We now have pipes and pumps and bridges. Must be conducted at a supercomputer. Right, we need to build a supercomputer then. And to build a supercomputer, we need power. And at the moment, we do not have any kind of good generator, so we need to research. Oh, well, that's power regulation. So we can actually run a supercomputer. With the stuff we got. Okay. Well, we got another duplicate, and this is the last day. So, a hamster wheel-powered supercomputer. Yeah, I just thought about that. I will never get tired of that just random tat being thrown around. Okay, what did you get better at? Building shit. Yeah, unsurprising. It's very good. Okay. Oh, hello. Who smells? Who smells? It's you. It's you. Look at all that bad air trailing behind you. Polluted oxygen. Carbon dioxide. Polluted oxygen. There will just be methane at some point. But yeah, anyone who goes in there is going to be in trouble. But they will have to go in there. Yeah, good job. Disinfecting the... Good job, boy. Good job. Okay, let us choose duplicates. Right, May is apparently afraid of holes, but is good at medicine. We might need that. Yeah. Yeah. Thank God I Febrezed the shit pile. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, one thing I didn't really do was, there is a priority system. Higher numbers are higher priority. So if you... Oh God. Oh God, no! Oh God! Why would you do that? No! No! And of course, yeah, this is a good time for the priority system. Bloody do that! Thank you! Anyway, right, plumbing stuff. As you can see, we now have new options. But first we're going to build a bottle emptier. We can pipe liquid, we can pump liquid, we can do all sorts of things with liquid. And And one last thing we're going to do today, or at least we're going to start today, and that is building an airlock. So, wow. So, lessons learned today. Put a switch on your manual generator. Even though you don't actually start with switches, that's power regulation. I really don't know. Yeah, that's the thing I've got to work out, what's going on there. There's a lot going on. There's even the Dwarf Fortress, like, here are the jobs. But as night falls, well, nearly everybody's alive. Well, everybody is alive, but I didn't build beds for everybody, so May is sleeping up there. Very good. Yeah, this has been Oxygen Not Included, an interesting game by Klei. Yeah, I look forward to seeing how that's going to be going. I'm going to be reviewing it once the break is over. And, yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. Have a lovely day, and remember, vent your poo gas properly. And, yeah, take care. This has been Jamie the D. This has been Oxygen Not Included. And the usual stuff. Take care.